Well, viewers, those are the headlines and our top focus. What exactly is transpiring as far as the Russia-Ukraine war is concerned? We're now learning that Russia's defense ministry has reported that its air defense systems intercepted and destroyed 54 Ukrainian drones overnight across multiple Russian regions. The statement did not specify exact locations or whether any damage or casualties were reported. Meanwhile, independent verification was also not immediately available, and Ukrainian officials have not commented. The announcement comes amid ongoing cross-border drone activity as the conflict between the two countries continues. Meanwhile, recent Russian strikes on Kiev killed at least 23 people and injured 48 others, prompting widespread global condemnation. The attacks targeted civilian areas, further escalating international calls for peace. Meanwhile, on the diplomatic front, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz has commented on the probable Putin-Zelensky meet as Trump has been mooting for the last couple of days. The leader has stated that it is obvious that such a meeting between the two leaders will not happen anytime soon, highlighting the political standstill that still exists. Joining us on the broadcast this morning is Mr. Glenn Grant, former advisor to the Defense Minister of Ukraine. He's joining us from Kiev. Thank you so much for taking our time sitting with us on NewsX. First up, I'd like to ask you, what is the situation like in Ukraine at this point? The last we spoke, the strikes were taking place and 23 innocent people had lost their lives. Russia now claims that it has intercepted and destroyed Ukrainian drones even further. Yet, the barrage of attacks against civilians has not abated.
Well, your last point is absolutely right. I mean, the barrage against civilians has not abated at all. I mean, it's carrying on. It's carrying on as though there have been no discussions about peace. And I think this highlights the fact that Russia intends to keep fighting as long as it can before maybe it's forced to peace or whatever. But it hasn't stopped. Now in Kiev, and I'm in Lviv now. The people are more cautious. There's no question about that. The fact that the attacks are getting larger is making more people head for bunkers and underground. But the morale is not dimmed in any way, shape or form. Life goes on, and life goes on in quite a lively fashion, I would say, in the rear area. That's not the same, of course, for the front line. The boys in the front line are fighting hard and are still being pushed back just by sheer force of Russian numbers and drones. But Russia is not making much ground. I don't think anybody should think that there's great breakthroughs happening. There aren't. It's very small, and but it's relentless. And Ukraine is going to have to do something about both actions, about the drones attacking them and about the front line at some stage soon.
Indeed, and a quick follow-up to that, I just refer to the fact that the German Chancellor has commented upon the idea that Trump has been mooting for the last couple of days of a possible meeting between Putin and Zelensky. Friedrich Merz has come out and stated that he does not think this is possible in the near future. Do you concur?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think one's got to ignore what Trump and Witkoff and people at Rubio are saying, because it's quite clear that they are adrift from the reality of what is actually going on in the war. Whereas the German Chancellor has now understood, especially because Germany is actually being attacked by hybrid warfare a lot more than people actually hear on the open news. So he understands the situation, and he understands that Putin is intent on continuing this war, and that Germany and the other European countries have to step up the plate and actually support Ukraine better.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. Grant, for taking out